What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse ranch, no hate. Now, I want to speak a little bit about something that I heard. And from time to time, I do these things because, I always try to bring something to the light where people can look at and understand. There's certain things we have inside of us that others don't have, and that's good or bad. But I'm speaking on the positive side of things and people who actually don't indulge and endorse, ignorance. Look, I've seen comments that people were making. I did a short video referencing Errol Spence, his suspension because people are making a bigger deal out of the suspension like this is something unusual. No, it's not. When a fighter takes a lot of punishment in the fight, this has happened many times. Okay, that they suspend them simply so they can get the proper healing time so they don't jump back in it too soon. Okay, so if it's told, well, he should be good. And if they say 30, 40 days, they may say, well, we're going to suspend him for 60 days. That way we know for sure he's good. Okay, just say that can happen. And he cannot overrule that. Okay, that being said, there's a lot of people making fun of him in the sense of talking about mental health issues and things like that. That nigga not the same. He talked all that shit. He got fucked up. His boy Yella Beezy was in his feelings because someone was recording him after he lost a bet. And this is ignorant shit. These are childish, ignorant, foolish people. These are the types of things I'm saying where, in terms of the things people say, yeah, I think it's disgusting, but at the same time, it's not something that, it's not shocking either. People are people and assholes are going to be assholes. Let me say this. Because of his silence, and this is what they've been saying, ever since the loss, we ain't heard from him, we haven't seen him, and all of this. Look, the man lost a fight. Is it possible that he's taken this loss much harder than he showed after the fight, at the post conference? More than likely, yes. He and Derrick James both, I believe, is, feeling it. Derrick James, has a job of training several fighters and being in their corner. So it's not something he wants to entertain. Just because a person doesn't talk about something doesn't mean it's not on their mind. Look at what was at stake. This is undisputed. His legacy, first loss of his career. And, we saw what happened. We all know he lost. He knows he lost. So, yeah, he may very well be feeling it. That doesn't mean he has mental health issues. Okay, but I want to make a comparison to something to show you how people are ignorant and show favoritism. Okay. All Errol Spence did, he went in the ring, he fought, he lost. He said the better man won. He never made excuses. The only thing he wanted was the fight to be at 154. His timing was off, no excuses, and he stood up like he was supposed to as a man, okay? Deontay Wilder sat on an interview and said, I want to experience having a baby, with so much emphasis in his voice. The human body, okay, the male human body is not designed to have a baby. Okay, we cannot. Okay, that's not natural cause. It will never happen. All right. You see what a woman has, and a baby can be 10 pounds and come out of there. Look at what we have. And I guarantee you, not even halfway through, he'll be so pissed at himself, laying in so much pain. Why the hell did I wish this on myself? Just the fact that he says things like that. The fact that this man, we watched this man, he had an interview where he sat there and said it's times he thought about taking his life. There was a time he had a loaded gun, was about to kill himself because of his daughter, being sick like that, and he didn't know how he was going to, feed her and get her right, and like he was going through it, had no money. Is that normal to you? Mental health issues doesn't mean, oh, you're a stupid person, oh, you wasn't raised right. No, people go through things. It can be a combination of several things, but people go through things. They handle things different. They get to a point. I mean, I know people personally who I saw no signs of any mental health issues, or they act weird and all of a sudden they took their life. You don't never know what a person is going through. My thing is, you never heard Errol Spence talking like that. Yet, I forget the guy's name that said he feel like, Deontay Wilder has mental health issues. And because Fury had beat the tarnations out of Deontay Wilder, Wilder fans were denying that because they feel like you're giving Fury credit. Like Fury's the reason he has mental health issues. Look, before Fury, before boxing, you don't know what a person is going through. Okay, during his boxing career. Do you think it's normal that a man go knock another man out and instead of even celebrating what he just did or, basically just happy he got past that fight and is on to the next one, break out in tears? That man ain't gonna never know what it's like to be a father. Like, God damn. What's wrong with you, bro? You don't think people was looking at him thinking that? Of course they were. And people talked about it. Okay, my thing is, you're making fun of Errol Spence and saying these things because you basically wanted him to lose. And because he spoke confidently in himself, his fan base spoke confidently in him. It's like, let's rub it in. These are the things where I'm saying, ignorant people like that, you can't let get to you. And we can speak on things and bring things out. But this is what I'm saying. All we heard Errol Spence do was speak on the fight. Errol Spence is always a laid back guy. I don't really have a lot to say. And pretty much, he did what he had to do and said what he had to say. Basically, Crawford won the fight. That's the end of it. But you don't hear Errol Spence. I can't say he has mental health issues or not. I don't know what that man is feeling like or what he's going through. But what I'm saying, he has displayed nothing that would indicate that. Yes, he's been quiet and not in front of a camera, and he's probably taken the loss hard. Who knows? He could be okay. He could be in better spirits than we know. Just because we don't see him, we can't say that and make it true. Like, I don't know that. You understand? But maybe he is. But why would that be something to celebrate? Yet, on the other hand, here Deontay Wilder is talking about, I want one of the things. I think he was asked, like, what are some of the things he want to do or that he haven't done yet or whatever it may be. I don't even remember. I just remember him talking with so much passion in his voice about, I want to experience having a baby. What normal thinking man says something like that? For a female to say she wants to have a baby, okay. For a man to say, I want me and my wife to have a baby, okay. But for a man to say he wants to physically himself experience having a baby, that's normal to you? That would be like me sitting here saying, you know what? I want to have a baby, but I don't want it to be a human baby. I want it to be a goat. So I want to find out what I have to do and what my woman has to do that we can have a little goat. You think I was crazy, right? Because it's an animal. But it's normal for a man to want to experience giving birth. You think it's normal for someone to get to a point where they want to kill themselves. Pressure will do that. And the fact that you're admitting mental health issues, somehow you feel like it's just, I can't say that about Wilder. So this is what I'm saying. A guy who has done and said weird and strange, unnormal things, okay, abnormal things, and you turn around and deny mental health issues. But for someone who just lost a fight and has just been quiet and off camera, you're saying all these things about that nigga will never be the same, mental health issues. You go on some of these channels and you read things that they say. It's like, yeah, we're used to it. We know that this is what happens. But this is what I'm saying, y'all. Like I said before, trying to wake up ignorant people is completely stupid. Okay, it's useless. Now, for the people who are reasonable, who maybe they just didn't think of things a certain way, okay, those people, they can hear you say something that's like, you know what, I didn't think about it that way. Now, on the other hand, let me address something else, and pretty much that's what I'm going to say in closing. You see, I'm not into this intergender boxing nonsense. For anybody who wants to see the results of this, you see, the armed services, they have these type of fights. And you know what I've seen? I've seen fights and females thinking they can beat men. They want to get in there with these guys and they get there, they get their noses broken, they really get the shit beat out of them. And the referees stand back and watch it because it's like, yeah, they're taking pride in this. So I ask anybody who decide they want to defend Keith Thurman for even entertaining this. What kind of man are you? If your mother decided she wanted to tell a man, she got mad or whatever the reason, she decided she wants to challenge a man, and that man, oh, cool, let's do it. Would you stand there and watch a man beat the shit out your mother? What, you gonna sit back, fight back, mama? You'd feel different if it was your dad now, wouldn't you? Because your dad's a man. But to say how these women be talking to us and how they be, I'm a man too. You think I haven't came across some big mouth women that got more mouth than ability? Of course. Okay, we're not talking about, look, this is not even self-defense. This is a fact that here's a man who even entertains this. You want to teach her a lesson, Jerron Ennis called you out. Why don't you want to teach him a lesson? And we're in a time, if you guys don't, I said, you're going to see a time where men are going to be endorsing this as if it's okay. People always run their mouth. Okay, men run their mouth. They can't back it up. But the fact is, you'd be a scumbag of a man if you think it's okay. But I guarantee you, if it was your mama, your woman, your sister, unless you're some male chauvinist type of person that feel like it's okay to be walking around putting your hands on women, I don't care about a challenge being open, being made. Like I said, men are making challenges, but he don't respond to those men as if he with an interest. It's more, they're not ready. Oh, I'm in a different league from them, or they I work to get it. Oh, right. So basically, nah, Shills is not ready. She's not on my level, but she got a big mouth, so I'm gonna show her. Okay, but Jerron Ennis is not ready. He's not on your level. He got a big mouth, but you don't want to show him. So for any man that would sit back and watch his woman get her ass whooped, watch his sister, his mama get their ass whooped by a man, well, that doesn't say a lot for you in a good way. And that's real talk. So I stand by what I say, and I mean what I say. I don't care to see intergender matches. I have no interest in that. Plain and simple. And the fact is, boxing, the people, personalities in boxing, they've lowered their standards. Morale is at an all-time low, and people just don't care. As long as there's money involved, let's do it. People talk about all press is good press. No, that's a stupid saying. It's not. It's really not. Okay? We've had people run their mouth and say all the wrong things, and all of a sudden, guess what? They're talking, and you hear breaking news. This person is in jail. Why? They did something 30 years ago, then wrote a book and said something that they reopened the case and caught this person in a lie. Well, you can say it was good press based on that because the person that really did what they did finally got some just due. Now they're behind bars after they thought they got away with something, right? But at the same time, I bet you that person is going, damn, I should have kept my mouth shut. All press isn't good press. Now, if you focus on the almighty dollar, and that's that's important to you, doesn't change anything. You're just not going to see it for what it really is. But anytime someone can try to defend something, put yourself in those shoes. Because I know if my mama was running her mouth saying she wanted to fight a man, I don't care what she said. As long as she didn't put her hands on that man, she didn't do anything to provoke him to put, his hands on her. Because no, I don't believe women should be walking around punching on men and trying to beat on men either. But at the same time, the fact of the matter is, for you to even entertain that, like this is what, like I want to see that. Nah, I don't want to see it. I have no interest in it at all. At all. Men are starting to slip and carry themselves like little boys. There's no man that's going to stand back. Okay, I don't care about you being a male. There's no man that's going to stand back and watch his woman, his mama, or any female that he has you might not get involved with a complete stranger because, hey, I don't know what happened. It's not my business, whatever. But I know damn well, if anything, I tell my mama to shut her goddamn mouth. Stop walking ahead challenging men and put yourself in a situation. But no, at the same time, if you that much of a coward, you such a tough ass because a female's talking, you willing to step up, but you don't want to fight a man. Nah, that's cowardly. And there's nothing honorable about that. And whoever support that, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.